Yeah,
So
weird.
since we were just talking about Becky, let's talk about Becky versus Trish at Night of Champions. I feel like people are kind of not respecting this match as much as I feel like they should, because I feel like it was a pretty good match and it was mostly good by both of them, except for the few mishaps by Trish. But like, I can't hold those types of moments against her because she is not an active wrestler on the
Yeah.
roster. She's 47 years old. She hasn't wrestled a solos match in 4 years. Like, I can't sit there and be like, botch, ha ha. Like, I can't do that. I mean, I know that Trish is like, she's my favorite women's wrestler of all time, but like, I can't hold that against her because it would be different if it was like Becky who did that. Where Becky's wrestling every single week, and if she just like mess up hardcore like multiple times, then I'd be like, "Oh, that was tough." But this is Trish
Yeah.
Stratus we're talking about. Like,
No, I agree. It's Trish. She had one or two moves. I was like, that's tough
yeah,
because it was tough. I calls them
yeah,
how I see them.
yeah,
But I mean, you're not gonna get a 5-star instant classic out of this. This is
yeah,
more about the story and more about the metaphorical passing of the torch essentially.
yeah,
And then you throw another variable in there with Zoe Stark, which is like, oh, that's like the real torch passing.
yeah,
Like that's the little got to go deeper in the layer dip there. So
yeah.
the whole match itself, I thought served a purpose, was pretty good, pretty entertaining. And
Mm-hmm.
then last night gave us even more substance to it, where you're like, oh, this is not a one and done. They're gonna keep this going. And with the reports of Trish being on Monday Night Raw a lot more, maybe not weekly, but at least you know
Well, and she doesn't
every
have to
other.
be now
And she
that
doesn't have
Zoe's
to
in
be, but
it.
she is. So that's
Yeah.
huge.
No, well, yeah. So the Night of Champions match finished exactly how we predicted it, basically. I even had someone comment on that prediction video that I posted being like, not her calling the under the ring moment. And I was like, yes, I did. It wasn't Zoe. I never would have guessed Zoe being
I
in
don't
it,
think
but I
anyone
did
would have
say that
known.
someone was going to be under the ring. I thought it was Lita, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it being Zoe. Zoe still freaks me out a little bit, like her finisher move. I mean, the first time she did it, Becky, I thought she broke her nose. That's why she was all bloody. I was like, girl, you really broke Becky's nose. And I was like, if that happened, it was going to be such a weird thing, since Trish was like, I didn't have to break my nose to be the star. And then Becky's nose is
Full
broken, but
circle.
thankfully her nose is fine.
Yeah, she's
So
good.